Talking with Tim Pascarella of Team Pascarella, powered by Ross Mortgage. We have Andre Salami with Red Door Realtor. Tina Curtis, my wife and the star of my show. And we just had a nice little segment with Keith Stonehouse and Franklin Title, the importance of title work. But before that, we were talking, once you get a place under contract, Andre, that is, you found the right house, you got your offer noticed and accepted, and you have a deal. But there's a little bit of work really that needs to be done, because often, well, almost always, and we highly recommend you do, have a inspection contingency to your deal. What does that mean, inspection contingency?
It's one thing to go through the house and say, oh, I like this, I like that. Most buyers don't have any sort of construction knowledge or that sort of thing. So I require all my buyers get an inspection. Get an inspection, because the inspector's going to find, is there a foundation problem? Is there a roof leak? They're going to get up in the attic. They're going to get in the crawl spaces, places you're not going to go. I'm not going to go.
Right.
What's wrong? Is there anything with the electrical? They're going to test the plumbing. All the nuts and bolts and the structure of the home and the functionality of the home, they're going to check that on behalf of the buyer.
Yeah, and if you have a good one, they're also going to tell you, especially if you've never owned a home, what do you need to do to maintain that home? Checking the gutters or, whatever the things are.
Right. And if you think about it, let's say a home costs $100,000. Well, the inspection is not contingent on the price of the inspection is not reflected in what the price of the home is. It's typical, how large is the home, what kind of inspection, and how far from their office. You can get a really good inspection for $500 or less.
Or less.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
In fact, and here's the thing, Dreamer. These are third-party people who get paid whether you buy the house or not. Mm-hmm. Let's just say that again. I mean, frankly, we real estate community, we work on commission. If you don't buy the house, we don't make a living. The lender, if they don't buy that house, they don't close the loan. You need the peace of mind to know you've got an inspector who's making, I don't know, $300, $350, whatever, a one-time fee to tell you the truth about that house, and not someone who's dependent upon you saying yes.
Right.
So who's going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. Right. And that's really important. And as well, you may need a survey. Sometimes you're looking at a home that you want to get a survey and understand exactly, maybe there's some land involved, or there's some issues on, lot lines and so forth, these kinds of topics. So it's important to have the right people helping you figure out what it is you're buying. We recently heard a story. Someone bought a foreclosure, and they thought they were buying the property behind the foreclosure, and they didn't have a survey. Come to find out, they didn't buy what they thought they bought, and it became a real problem. Mm-hmm. So it's important to get the right people giving you the right advice. So, okay, so we get through the inspection contingency.